What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video. It's the 11th of August 2025, and we've got a lot of news with a maintenance coming tomorrow for the Master Mission, which is finally here to get us that Tinkerer mask. As always, we're going to get into it, so don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and let's check it all out. So we'll start very quickly with the apparel that is returning tomorrow. This was a vote on X over the last week or so. The Aces outfit's going to be back tomorrow and going to be purchasable with textiles. No money needed for this one. It's an old one. It was a long time ago when this came out. You're going to be able to pick this up with textiles. It's really pretty cool. I like the pistol in the kind of chest holster. It's just a shame that it doesn't actually use that pistol. But yeah, so this is going to be back tomorrow. It beat, I think, Babyface out in the online vote. And then we have got the maintenance alert for tomorrow as well, which is probably just not only turning on the Master Mission, it's probably going to be putting in all the stuff for the stretch goals on the 19th, so hopefully we don't have to have maintenance again. But this is a long maintenance, 5 hours, so unless they're just not risking the extension that we normally get, let's face it, it's very common for a division maintenance to have an extension. Maybe 5 hours is just the new norm, I guess we could say. And then they might turn it on early. I mean, that's probably better to do it like that. Say, oh yeah, it's gonna be 5 hours, and then, you know, oh actually maintenance is finishing an hour early. The game's up. Go. So I think it's probably a better way around of doing it rather than announce delays all of the time. But it's time for 5 hours, and then there's patch notes. Now we've been through a lot of these patch notes already before. They've been updated on the Trello, but you can see here, first of all, it's talking about the stretch goals, which start on August the 19th. So it is adding them in tomorrow as well, even though they don't start until August the 19th. But you can see here, it just talks about what we talked about in the previous video, that you get an extra page 11 once you get to tier 100 in the season pass, and it's a looping 10 reward system. No need for any premium passes or anything like that. This is all completely free. Everybody gets the same rewards. And then progress comes from your usual season XP sources. As you can see here, it lists them all. Manhunt Scout, Seasonal Journey, Priority Objectives, which are probably one of the best things to do. And plus it gives you some variety rather than just doing the same thing over and over again. And then it does talk about the rewards that come from the Summer Swarm Cache, which will be the new cache within these stretch goals. There'll probably be 2 or 3 of them within the 10 levels, along with like exotic caches and other kind of material caches. And I would expect not a bugged cache like last time, but I guess we will see. We know they sometimes like to undo bugs. I mean, yeah, if they do 999 exotics again, that would be absolutely wild. But as you can see here, the Wasp outfit, the Wasp Warrior, could be coming. There's already a Wasp outfit in China. I don't know if it's going to be the same or not, but I guess we'll see. 4 arm patches, a couple of weapon skins, and a Wasp Warrior backpack trophy. High percentage drop rate for these, 50%. But you don't tend to get duplicates with these, so something else will obviously take that place. This kind of disappears once you collect them all, so you give yourself a better chance of getting something else once you've got all of them collected. But as you can see here, the seasonal and special exotics give a 10% drop chance. We've got the pecan, the nimble holster, and then a bunch of stuff that we've had in the game for a long time. And for some reason, they give a slightly higher drop rate to the chatterbox. I would have thought they would have gone with the pecan or the nimble holster, considering they are new this season. But yeah, I don't really know. That's at 40%, so that is quite high. I feel like we're going to be getting that a lot, especially once you've got the vanity kind of cleared off. And this is new. This wasn't in the previous notes that we got, I don't think. I think they all said 10, and it just said that there was a slightly increased drop. I mean, to me, slightly increased would be like 15. 40% is quite a lot. I think it's quite a big increase, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but that wording kind of indicates to me that that's a pretty big increase, not a slightly increase. And then we've got the one that people are probably the most excited for. So this has a 10% drop chance with each cache. Now, the interesting thing in here is that they boosted the Lexington to 30%. So I think there's going to be Lexingtons absolutely everywhere. I think it'll be quite common that you'll get a Lexington along with a chatterbox once you've kind of cleared up with the vanity. But the turmoil is pretty low along with everything else. It's 5% in a very, very big loot pool. So I think that's going to be rather interesting. I still kind of don't agree with the Huntsman being in there. That's new content. We've only had it a couple of months. I kind of think they should have waited on that. And I get it. You know, I got a lot of stick in the last video, and I kind of get it, right? I would keep the Hunter stuff separate, right? Just as I would always keep the raid stuff separate. And that's just me, and that's just the way I play the game, and I've been lucky enough to play in groups and things like that. But I do understand there's a lot of people out there that don't get that chance, right? So stuff like this for them people, and for more casual players that maybe only pick up the game once a week or something like that, this is absolutely brilliant. I don't disagree with that point. I think people thought I disagreed with that point. That's kind of good. That's really good. But I do think it's a very diluted pool. And I just think the Huntsman, you know, if you're going to put the raid exotics in there, we had the raid exotics in the DZ, and that works out okay. So, you know, I kind of think, okay, well, we've got them in here as well. It's kind of fine. But the Huntsman, I don't think it's time. Maybe next season, maybe a year. I don't know. It feels too early. It feels like probably not everybody has done all of the Hunters in Brooklyn yet, because maybe they're a casual player. Maybe they take a little bit longer to do things. Maybe they're doing other things, or they're a newer player. I just think it's not kind of been around enough. But it kind of is what it is. But they've obviously buffed this up with the seasonal stuff like the Slayer, the Slingshot, the O'Carroll, you know, and things like that. The Chill Out Mask, Festive Backpack. So yeah, I think the Turmoils might be tough to get, and I think that will disappoint people. They probably, you know, if it was me, I'd probably just put the Lexington and the Turmoil on 30%, you know, and then dilute the pool with everything else. But that's just me. So let's move on to the raid exotics. So the raid exotics have a 0.5% drop chance with each cache, which is tiny, but it's a completely equal percent of which one that you are going to get. Chances are, though, I'll just get a load of provocateurs and yeah, maybe birdies, and none of the ones that people actually want. I would love another easy Regulus for another character, but I guess we'll just see how it works out. And no, there is not any content creator extra RNG luck. Like, it's just RNG and time played. Like, I know that'll be a comment as well. And then they fixed a bunch of other stuff. So they fixed an issue with the Battle for Brooklyn DLC's Art Museum mission, where the recover intel loading sequence would not stop. Fixed an issue with the Oxidizer Chem Launcher skill, where killing an enemy while the Golden Bullet event was active would refill the magazine to full. I didn't know that was an issue, and I'm kind of sad that's been fixed. I get why it's been fixed. Let's face it, we have people encouraging, you know, certain glitches and, you know, bad things in the game that kill the servers, and during Golden Bullet period, that's just going to make things worse. But yeah, kind of sad for legitimacy, you know, if you're using it legitimately for that. They finally fixed the Nutcracker merit. A lot of people will be happy about that, especially people trying to get the new vanity mask that came with the start of Year 7. They fixed an issue where the container would drop multiple times on Potomac event center mission, and that's been a thing for a long time. So there's kind of some old things being mopped up in this patch, which I mean, yeah, good to see, right? Fix an issue with the communication collectibles not auto playing after players complete a scout to unlock them. That's been a thing. Yeah, I didn't notice that had stopped, but I have always been pressing play at the end of the videos, so yeah, just kind of didn't notice that had happened. Fix the issue with the switch weapon button in the bundles category, redirecting the player to a previously selected bundle. And they fixed the issue with the silver lining skin not matching its preview image when equipped on the AUG A3 Para XS. I've never noticed that because I don't use that gun. And that is going to be it for your title update and news for the Division. I will be around doing all the coverage for tomorrow. There'll be an absolute loads to do. We've got the Master Mission, we've got the Tinkerer, we got the Manhunt Final Solutions. There no doubt will be Vanity as always on a Tuesday. Yeah, loads of stuff to do tomorrow. And then obviously there'll be a whole host of builds that we can try and put together with the new Tinkerer if we're lucky enough to get one. Obviously, last time the drop rate for the Master Mission was very low. I expect it will be the same this time, but I will take my time with it a little bit because I'll obviously want to try and complete this Master solo. I've done the other 2 solo, so I'll do the same with this as well. So yeah, lots of fun over the next coming days here for the channel. But what's been a pretty slow month for the division. So yeah, great to be able to have a lot of content coming to make some decent videos. With all that said, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. As always, comment down below what you're looking forward to the most and anything that you want to see over the next couple of days here on the channel. Thanks as always, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.